Welcome to our breathtaking journey through Australia's most spectacular cities. From sun-kissed beaches to vibrant cultural hubs, the land down under offers an incredible diversity of urban experiences unlike anywhere else on Earth. Australia's unique blend of modern sophistication, natural wonders, and laid-back lifestyle makes it a bucket list destination for travelers worldwide. Whether you're seeking adventure, relaxation, or cultural immersion, these 20 remarkable Australian cities deliver unforgettable experiences. Ready to discover your next dream destination? Let's dive in. Sydney, New South Wales. Sydney, what a stunner! This harbour city literally sparkles with its iconic Opera House and Harbour Bridge, creating that world-famous skyline. I absolutely love strolling around Circular Quay, where street performers entertain while ferries buzz across the water. Bondi Beach is exactly as gorgeous as you've imagined. Golden sands packed with beautiful people and surfers catching waves. The city's got this awesome mix of outdoor living and cosmopolitan vibes, hidden harbour beaches, fantastic food markets, and stunning coastal walks. Sydney's got it all wrapped up with that famous Aussie sunshine. Trust me, once you've watched the sunset from Mrs. Macquarie's chair, you'll understand why this city captures hearts worldwide. Melbourne, Victoria. Melbourne is Australia's cool kid. Seriously, the street art alone will blow your mind. This place has a European feel with its laneway culture, where you'll discover hidden bars and cafes serving the best coffee you've ever had. The locals are obsessed with sports, food, and fashion, often all in the same day. Wander through Queen Victoria Market grabbing delicious treats, catch a tram to trendy Fitzroy for vintage shopping, then head to St. Kilda to watch penguins waddle home at sunset. The seasonal weather is famously unpredictable. 4 seasons in one day, as the locals say, but that just adds to Melbourne's charm. The city's endless festivals, theatre scene, and incredible restaurants make it Australia's undisputed cultural capital. Queensland Brisbane is sunshine personified. This city is ridiculously livable with its perfect climate and laid-back vibe. The Brisbane River snakes through everything, giving the whole place this relaxed, outdoorsy feel. South Bank is where all the action happens, an actual beach in the middle of the city. Can you believe that? The locals, Brisbaneites, are super friendly and absolutely love their outdoor lifestyle. You'll see people paddleboarding, cycling, or chilling in parks pretty much year-round. The city's come a long way from its sleepy reputation. Now it's packed with cool rooftop bars, amazing markets, and a killer food scene. Don't miss a ferry ride at sunset or climbing the Story Bridge for epic views. Brisbane feels like one big, sunny playground. Unforgettable experiences. From Sydney's iconic harbour to Brome's remote beauty, Australia's urban centres offer incredible diversity in a single country. Whether you're seeking world-class beaches, cultural immersion, culinary adventures, or wilderness on your doorstep, these Australian cities deliver beyond expectation. The only question now is, which one will you visit first? Wherever you choose, you'll find that legendary Australian hospitality waiting to welcome you. Until next time, keep exploring this extraordinary planet. There's always another adventure waiting just around the corner. Perth, Western Australia. Perth is Australia's sunniest capital, and seriously, the isolation has made this place something special. You've got Kings Park, this massive urban green space overlooking the city that's bigger than Central Park. The Swan River is gorgeous, especially when you're sipping local wine at a waterfront bar. Cottesloe Beach has some of the most beautiful sunsets you'll ever see. That golden light over the Indian Ocean is magical. Perth people are super relaxed, but also really proud of their city's transformation. There's brilliant food, cool street, art in Northbridge, and amazing day trips just a stone's throw away. Plus, who wouldn't love a place where dolphins regularly cruise past the city beaches? Perth's isolation has created this fascinating, creative energy that you just have to experience. Adelaide, South Australia. Adelaide is such an underrated gem. This city is perfectly sized. Not too big, not too small, with these beautiful colonial buildings and parklands wrapping around the center like a green hug. The Central Market is foodie heaven. I could spend hours sampling cheeses, pastries, and fresh produce. What makes Adelaide special is how it's surrounded by some of Australia's best wine regions. The Barossa Valley and McLaren Vale are literally on its doorstep. The locals have this quiet confidence and are super passionate about their festivals. Mad March transforms the whole city into one giant party with arts, music, and food events everywhere. The beaches are pristine and uncrowded, and the Adelaide Hills provide this gorgeous backdrop. Adelaide's charm sneaks up on you in the best possible way. Canberra, Australian Capital Territory. Canberra gets such an unfair rap. Australia's purpose-built capital is actually a beautiful, thoughtfully designed city with wide open spaces and stunning architecture. Lake Burley Griffin is the heart of it all. You can cycle the entire circumference while taking in views of the national institutions. Parliament House, the War Memorial, and the National Gallery house incredible collections that tell Australia's. What surprises most visitors is how green and outdoor-focused Canberra is. You're never far from nature here. The seasonal changes are spectacular, from spring blossoms to autumn colors. The food scene has exploded in recent years with cool precincts like Braddon offering amazing cafes and microbreweries. And don't get me started on the Hot Air Balloon Festival. Seeing dozens of colorful balloons float above the city at dawn is pure magic. Fascinating art. Hobart feels like a secret you can't wait to share with everyone. Hobart, Tasmania. Hobart is absolutely enchanting. Nestled between Mount Wellington and the Derwent River, this small city packs a massive punch. The historic waterfront at Salamanca is where old sandstone warehouses now house galleries, cafes, and the famous Saturday Market. Mona, Museum of Old and New Art, has completely transformed this city. It's weird, wonderful, and unlike any museum you've ever seen. The food scene is incredible, with the freshest seafood and produce you can imagine. Hobart's compact size means you can walk everywhere, soaking in the colonial architecture and harbor views. The locals have this quirky, creative spirit that's infectious. When the winter festival Dark Mofo rolls around, the whole city embraces the darkness with fire, feasts, and fascinating art. Hobart feels like a secret you can't wait to share with everyone. Darwin, Northern Territory. Darwin is Australia's tropical paradise with a wild personality. This frontier city has survived cyclones and war to emerge as this incredibly multicultural, resilient place. The Mendill Beach Sunset Market is absolutely epic. Asian food stalls, indigenous art, and that famous NT sunset over the Timor Sea. The city has this fascinating blend of Aboriginal, Asian, and European influences that you see in the amazing fusion food and relaxed attitude. During the dry season, May-October, everyone lives outdoors, movies in the park, harbor cruises, and cooling off at the waterfront lagoon. The locals have this wonderfully direct, no-nonsense approach to life. Darwin's proximity to Kakadu and Litchfield National Parks makes it the perfect gateway to some of Australia's most stunning natural landscapes. There's nowhere else in Australia with quite the same frontier feel and tropical charm. Gold Coast, Queensland. The Gold Coast is Australia's playground. Seriously, this place is pure fun. Miles of golden beaches backed by skyscrapers create this unique cityscape where natural beauty meets urban flash. Surfers' paradise is exactly what it sounds like. Gorgeous beaches with perfect waves and a buzzing atmosphere day and night. The theme parks bring out the kid in everyone, from heart-stopping rides to movie magic. What surprises many visitors is the beautiful hinterland just a short drive away, with rainforests, waterfalls, and charming mountain villages. The locals have a work hard, play harder mentality and are incredibly friendly. The Gold Coast has evolved beyond its tourist reputation to develop cool neighborhoods like Burleigh Heads with amazing dining and boutique shopping. When the sun sets and the city lights reflect on the ocean, it's absolutely magical. Cairns, Queensland. Cairns is your gateway to natural wonders. This tropical city exists almost solely to connect you with the Great Barrier Reef and the ancient Daintree Rainforest, two World Heritage treasures. The Esplanade is the heart of the action, a beautiful boardwalk lined with parks, pools, and restaurants where locals and tourists mingle. There's no actual beach in the city, just mudflats, but the gorgeous northern beaches are just a short drive away. The city has this wonderful humid energy where everyone moves a bit slower and dresses a bit lighter. The Cairns Lagoon is where everyone cools off, a massive, free public pool with views over the water. The night markets are fantastic for souvenirs and tasty street food. What I love about Cairns is how the extraordinary becomes ordinary. I saw a cassowary today, or I swam with turtles this morning, are just normal conversation starters here. Byron Bay, New South Wales. Byron Bay is Australia's boho paradise. This small coastal town has an energy you can feel the moment you arrive. A mix of surf culture, environmental consciousness, and laid-back luxury. The Lighthouse Walk at Cape Byron, Australia's most easterly point, offers whale watching, dolphin spotting, and panoramic ocean views that will take your breath away. The town center is packed with cool boutiques, health-focused cafes, and barefoot musicians. What makes Byron special is the community. A fascinating mix of old-school hippies, wealthy creatives, international backpackers, and celebrities hiding in plain sight. The beaches are absolutely stunning. From busy Main Beach to secluded Tallow, the hinterland with its rolling green hills and alternative communities like Mullumbimby adds another dimension. Byron's popularity hasn't diminished its magic. There's still something genuinely special in the air here. Alice Springs, Northern Territory. Alice Springs is Australia's legendary outback town. Surrounded by red desert and ancient mountains, the Alice has this frontier spirit that's completely unique. The Todd Mall markets showcase incredible Aboriginal art direct from the artists, while the Desert Park introduces you to the surprisingly diverse wildlife that thrives in this harsh environment. The locals are a fascinating mix of indigenous communities, multi-generation territory families, and creative types seeking inspiration in the desert. What surprises most visitors is how vibrant and artistic the town is. Galleries, cultural, centers, and the quirky Henley-on-Todd Dry River Regatta. Alice Springs gives you access to iconic outback experiences like sunrise at Uluru, though it's still a 4-hour drive away, and the majestic McDonnell Ranges. When the desert blooms, after rain, it's one of Australia's most spectacular transformations. Broome, Western Australia. Broome is where outback meets ocean in the most spectacular way. This remote pearling town in WA's Kimberley region has a fascinating multicultural history blending Aboriginal, Japanese, Malaysian, and European influences. Cable Beach is the star, 22 cut of pristine white sand where you can ride camels at sunset against a backdrop of red cliffs and turquoise water. The town has this wonderfully unhurried atmosphere, partly the tropical climate, partly the isolation. Locals measure time by the tides and seasons rather than clocks. Chinatown's corrugated iron buildings house pearl showrooms, dinosaur footprint tours reveal ancient history, and the natural phenomenon of the staircase to the moon draws crowds monthly. Broome's weekly outdoor cinema, Sun Pictures, has been operating since 1916. This remote paradise feels like the edge of the world in the best possible way. Port Douglas, Queensland. Port Douglas is tropical sophistication at its finest. This small resort town manages to be simultaneously laid back and luxurious. 4-Mile Beach stretches endlessly with palm trees leaning over golden sand, while the main street, Macrossan, is lined with boutiques, galleries, and incredible restaurants. What makes Port special is its perfect positioning between two world heritage sites, the Great Barrier Reef and the Daintree Rainforest. The marina is bustling with reef boats heading out daily, while the Sunday markets showcase local artisans and tropical produce. The locals are a friendly mix of hospitality, professionals, sea changers, and retirees who've discovered paradise. Mossman Gorge nearby offers crystal-clear freshwater swimming holes surrounded by ancient rainforest. Port Douglas has this wonderful sense of being a secret escape, despite its popularity. When you're sipping a cocktail watching the sunset over the mountains across the inlet, life feels pretty perfect. Newcastle, New South Wales. Newcastle has undergone an incredible transformation. This former industrial city is now a creative hub with amazing beaches, a thriving food scene, and a fascinating blend of historic and modern architecture. The ocean. Baths are an institution. Swimming in these restored Art Deco pools with waves crashing over the sides is a uniquely Nui experience. The locals are unpretentious, friendly, and super proud of their city's revival. The Anzac Memorial Walk along the cliffs offers spectacular coastal views, while Derby Street is packed with cool cafes and boutiques. What makes Newcastle special is how accessible everything is. Fantastic surf beaches, a creative city center, and the beautiful Hunter Valley wine region just up the road. The working harbor adds this authentic, gritty energy that keeps the city real despite its growing coolness. Newcastle offers the perfect balance of urban amenities and laid-back beach living. Wollongong, New South Wales. Wollongong, or the Gong, as locals call it, is Sydney's cooler, more relaxed cousin. Nestled between beautiful beaches and the dramatic Illawarra Escarpment, this city has shed its industrial past to become a vibrant coastal destination. The Seacliff Bridge is an engineering marvel that hugs the coastline, offering spectacular views as you drive or cycle. What I love about Wollongong is its multicultural food scene. Incredible authentic restaurants reflect the city's diverse population. The locals are unpretentious and friendly, with a strong connection to the ocean. Fishing, surfing, and swimming are part of daily life here. The university brings youthful energy, while the Science Center and Botanic Gardens offer great family activities. The free shuttle bus makes exploring super easy, and the Nan Tien Temple, Southern Hemisphere's largest Buddhist temple, adds a spiritual dimension. The Goong offers the perfect mix of natural beauty, urban convenience, and coastal charm. Noosa Heads, Queensland. Noosa is Queensland's sophisticated beach paradise. This upscale resort town on the Sunshine Coast has managed to maintain its natural beauty while developing a reputation for fine dining, boutique shopping, and luxurious accommodations. Hastings Street runs parallel to Main Beach, creating this perfect promenade of designer stores, alfresco restaurants, and juice bars. What makes Noosa special is the national park right on its doorstep. Walking trails wind around the headland offering stunning coves, coastal views, and koala spotting opportunities. The locals have fought hard to preserve the town's character, with strict building height restrictions and environmental protections. The Noosa River adds another dimension with sunset cruises, stand-up paddleboarding, and waterfront dining. The famous Noosa Longboard Surfing Festival attracts visitors worldwide. When you're floating in the crystal-clear waters of Little Cove, with the forested headland rising above you, it feels like you've discovered Australia's most perfect beach town. Geelong, Victoria. Geelong has reinvented itself brilliantly. Victoria's second-largest city has transformed its industrial waterfront into a vibrant precinct with public art, restaurants, and the iconic Baywalk bollards telling the city's history. The Botanic Gardens, with their towering palm trees, are among Australia's best, while the city center blends heritage buildings with contemporary design. What makes Geelong special is its position as the gateway to the Great Ocean Road and the Bellarine Peninsula's wineries and beaches. The locals are passionate about their AFL team, the Cats, and have a distinct identity separate from nearby Melbourne. Little Malop Street has developed into a cool laneway precinct with street art and great bars. Geelong's Eastern Beach, with its Art Deco pavilion, promenade, and enclosed sea bath, is the perfect place to cool off in summer. This city cleverly balances its working-class roots with new creative energy and spectacular natural surroundings. Townsville, Queensland. Townsville is North Queensland's tropical capital with attitude. Often overlooked for cairns, this city has a distinct character, more authentic and less touristy than its northern neighbor. The Strand is an impressive waterfront promenade with parks, cafes, and views across to Magnetic Island, just a 20-minute ferry ride away. Castle Hill dominates the city. This massive pink granite monolith offers panoramic views for those willing to climb it. The locals are proud of their military connections, tropical lifestyle, and the fact that they enjoy more sunny days than almost anywhere else in Australia. The Museum of Tropical Queensland and Reef HQ Aquarium provide fascinating insights into the region's natural wonders. What makes Townsville special is its accessibility to diverse landscapes. Rainforest, reef, outback, and islands are all within easy reach. The city has a wonderfully unpretentious vibe with excellent dining, markets, and street art adding cultural depth to this tropical paradise. Launceston, Tasmania. Launceston is Tasmania's hidden treasure. Australia's third oldest city blends magnificent Victorian architecture with stunning natural features like Cataract Gorge, a wilderness area with swimming pools, walking trails, and the world's longest single-span chairlift right on the edge of the city center. The food scene is exceptional, showcasing Tasmania's famous produce in excellent restaurants and the harvest market. What makes Lonnie special is its perfect size, compact enough to walk everywhere but large enough to offer great entertainment, shopping, and cultural experiences. The locals are friendly, down-to-earth, and justifiably proud of their beautiful city. The Queen Victoria Museum and Art Gallery is Australia's largest regional museum, while the surrounding Tamar Valley wine region produces world-class, cool climate wines. Launceston has this wonderful sense of quiet confidence. It doesn't try too hard but delivers an authentic Tasmanian experience with historical depth and natural beauty around every corner. And there you have it, folks, Australia's 20 most amazing cities, each with its own distinct personality and unforgettable experiences. From Sydney's iconic harbour to Broom's remote beauty, Australia's urban centres offer incredible diversity in a single country. Whether you're seeking world-class beaches, cultural immersion, culinary adventures, or wilderness on your doorstep, these Australian cities deliver beyond expectation. The only question now is, which one will you visit first? Wherever you choose, you'll find that legendary Australian hospitality waiting to welcome you. Until next time, keep exploring this extraordinary planet. There's always another adventure waiting just around the corner.